Hello and welcome back. This is episode 6 of my ultramarathon training series in preparation for the Berkeley Marathons. And today this is a special one. As you can see over my shoulder here, this is Paul Breen. He's the race director and the founder of the UK version of the Berkeley Marathons. So today I'm going to be trying to ask him some delving questions as to what it's all about, what we can expect, and whether he can give us any insider knowledge and tips before the race. So let's see what he's got to say.
And for some people, just to get back to camp alive is all they want in the world.
Okay, hi Paul. Hello. Thanks for joining me on this nice evening for a run and to answer some questions. So first, some of the people might not know you, so we're just going to find out a little bit about you. Yeah. And the first question is, why do you run?
Well, a lot of people know I'm ex-army, so it's sort of beaten into us. But when I left, I found it really hard to transition and I became depressed. I gained a lot of weight and I medicated and I got really bad. And someone just said, go for a run. So I decided to, and it was round here in Berkeley, and I came back absolutely exhausted. So I was like, you know what, start running again. And I did, and then I was like, I want to do a goal. I want to set a goal that's going to allow me to feel an achievement. So I did the Cardiff half. Slowest time I've ever done a half. Best I've ever felt doing a half.
So the next one is, what one piece of advice would you give another runner?
Adjust your goals.
Yeah.
Things change in life. COVID, pandemics, loss of a family member. Don't beat yourself up if you don't achieve those goals, and just have fun with it and realise that it's not life and death if you don't achieve those goals. Enjoy the experience.
Moving on towards the race that you've set up and are running this year for the first time in the UK, can you tell us, for those that don't know, what is the Berkeley Marathons and what is the race format?
I'm sure lots of you have seen the Netflix documentary about the Berkeley Marathon. We are taking parts from that, books, laps, fun run, and we're incorporating them. But because of the sort of area we live in, we haven't got all those hills and brambles. So we've just adjusted the race. So we've got the same sort of distance, which is 5 laps, each of a marathon distance, if you navigate it right. And we're having to use something else instead of the elevation as our tester. We came up with time. Time is going to be your enemy. And I originally said 40 hours. I was booed at. Laz told me 2 things: make it accessible for all, but he was also adamant about making it nigh on impossible.
Why did you choose to put the Berkeley Marathons on here in the UK?
Wasn't my choice. I was ordered to. I was ordered to by Laz. As soon as I said, just jokingly, my family are from a place called Berkeley, so I'm following orders. Nothing to do with me. So me and my partner, whilst out doing the MDS, chatted about it and said, you know what, why don't we put on the race but do it for charity? Perfect. So that's why this race, all the profits will be going to charities, local ones.
Okay, so the next question is, who is this race aimed at, and what sort of incentive or appeal is there for someone to enter a race like this where essentially it's impossible to finish?
So this race is aimed at everyone. We've designed it so there is no lap cut-offs whatsoever, so that anybody who's got a dream of completing a certain distance can do it. Because I've been on races with people I've coached, or they've tried to do a marathon, and after 6 hours they've been kicked off the course. Devastating, absolutely devastated. Yeah. And I feel really bad for people like that, because it's a dream to do it and you shouldn't be shunned for not doing that. And I've always done ultras where I think the walkers are the hardest working people, because they get in late, they don't get as much rest time, and they leave early. So I wanted to design something for anybody who's got like a dream of doing a marathon. 1 lap's a marathon. They've got 24 hours to do it. So we've got people that want to do a marathon. We've got people who want to do 2 marathons. So they'd get their 50 miler again, they've got 24 hours to do it. And then we've got the fun runners, and then we've got the people on the do 4. But then we've got the point where the psychopaths come in. And it's just about going out and testing yourself and pushing yourself. And what's the point in doing something if there isn't a chance of failure?
I totally agree, and one of the slogans that I inadvertently keep saying on my channel, and myself actually, is push yourself. That's something that I've always done, is push myself regardless of the competition. I like to see the best that I can do in whatever given situation. And the other thing I always say is let's go. And that mainly is my mantra when I'm really struggling with something. I'll just say in my head, let's go. And that means take another step, take another 2 steps, get to the top of that hill or anything like that. I think if you can block out the fact that this race is not to be finished and set yourself a goal that is a tough challenge for yourself, then you're going to still have a good time. The next few questions are digging into the race a bit more specifically, and we're trying to get out of you any information we can that you're allowed to give us. So the first one on the list is, does each lap follow the same route?
So the route isn't marked. It is what we call self-navigated, but they'll be on the race brief, they'll be given direction. But where you go in between the checkpoints to a degree is your decision.
Sure, so it's a free rein route. There's a suggested route to take, I guess, but in between those checkpoints you're free to cover the land as fast as you possible.
Yeah.
Within the, I guess, the UK laws of
yes, so that's what makes
permissions.
it difficulties is sort of right to roam, different land agreements that they've got, and things like that. So we have to stick to pathways.
Okay.
There are a few areas where we've got rights on it, but that will all be covered in the race brief.
Will we be collecting pages from a book or doing some sort of challenge? And if so, are they going to be given out the night before at race registration or marked on a map?
This is no secret. The books are the checkpoints. So there are going to be books. You are going to have to get the pages and correlate to the number you have on that lap. But when you get to the checkpoint, you've got to get to the book. And you won't find that out what that means until the night before. But it's not like an obstacle course to get to it or anything like that. It's just a little nod to my career.
Okay, interesting. And that's all you're going to say on that?
Yeah, we just wanted to make it a little bit unique for our race.
Yeah.
So there will be a full race brief. This is in a big hall with a bar, and then we will go into the specifics of the race itself. And then just like the original, you'll be issued a blank map. So you'll be given a map. There will be maps out there with route on it in different ways because people like to mark their maps differently. You cannot take those maps, so it's your responsibility to mark them your map.
Look who's caught us up!
You down from Purton.
Oh, have you? This is Andy. He's also entered in the Berkeley Marathons. Think of any questions if you have any.
Yeah, I've got a couple actually.
Whilst you catch your breath.
Yeah.
So we're jogging down here. If you've got any, we'll ask. Okay, so just in time, Andy's turned up here and he's actually got some questions that are quite relevant as well. So Andy, over to you.
Yeah, it's just I've been approached by a couple of other people to ask if they can come and sort of do certain sections with us, just as a sort of support and just to be there for like moral support and company.
Yeah, absolutely. This is so. There's going to be. We want a family environment and last stuff like that. The only thing they can't do is hand you anything.
No.
It is self-sufficient.
Yeah. Well,
so they're not allowed to hand you anything.
Okay.
But if they want to run it with you, all over it.
That's okay.
Absolutely, that'd be amazing.
Okay.
And there's also some really good spots on the race. There's some really good points that the families and friends can find out the night before at the race briefing.
Yeah.
Where they can go.
The other question I had was, is the Berkeley Marathons going to provide any support along the course or at the headquarters?
So again, certain rules within the UK and stuff we've been given, you all know we've got the Tyndall Monument. There is going to be a medical centre up at Tyndall Monument 24 hours.
Okay.
Because it's a big slip hazard, people tired legs, they could slip and stuff. So we are going to have that there, but they are not going to give you anything. They're there for pure medical support and an emergency.
Once we get back to headquarters, what sort of support will the race event provide outside what the race runners need to provide themselves?
So when you come back in, exactly like the Berkeley in America, you hand over your pages, and once we've checked the pages and happy with that and want us to have little things, you are in off that lap. The clock is still running, but you can go back to your tented area with your crew member. At the actual checkpoint where you're handing in your pages, we will have water, food, basic snacks, but your main nutrition has to be supplied by your crew member. Yeah.
Is it literally just one crew member with you?
You can have as many crew members as you want. Within the price of entry is your camping, your crew members camping for 2 nights.
Okay.
If you want other people, just because of the venue, they charge £5 extra per person.
No.
Andy, have you got any goals in mind for the Berkeley Marathon?
5 laps in it?
Yeah, of course. I have got goals, yeah. And
you don't have to share them if you don't want to.
No, I won't. But yeah, I've obviously got a target, and I think like everybody who's going to sign up for this has got a target, be it 1 lap, 2 laps, whatever.
Yeah. One of my questions is based on the first video in this series that I did, which was taking a look at the website, looking at all the images that you'd put up and all the clues, and I pieced together, I mean, somewhat with my local knowledge and some of my other entrants and their local knowledge, a perceived route, for example. But the distance and the route between those points is still a mystery.
Completely, yeah. You completely missed the mark on a lot of the route. As you even said on your video that I was watching, there's only 1,800 feet of elevation gain.
Yeah.
You know, there's points there that you've missed, and there's routes that you've missed that add a little spice to it.
Yeah. And at that point in that video where I say, oh, we've only achieved half of the elevation per lap that we're supposed to, I was at Stinchcombe Golf Course. Now, I love Stinchcombe Golf Course, and only for one reason, and that's because I do all my hill training there. In fact, Tuesday mornings, Andy and a few of us head out there at 5:30 and do hills. So I know you can get a lot of elevation there, and I don't expect you to tell us anything about that, but that's where I think we believe the extra elevation can be gained.
There's definitely the elevation. A lot of the elevation will be sort of around that area.
Yeah.
But how I make you use that elevation is quite savage. So
we better step up our Tuesday morning sessions then.
I would very much suggest
training more hills,
putting some more strength and conditioning on the quads.
Okay, nearly at the end of our interview with Paul now. I just want to say thanks very much, Paul. What I really like, and I hope can happen in the general community, and especially on the Berkeley Marathon's Facebook pages, we can start discussing and talking about our theories like we have today. I know that Andy, myself and some of the other locals that have entered love just talking about possible theories and possible routes and coming up with ideas and just discussing it. I really like that whole concept, so let's hope that those that are coming from further afield can do the same. So just reach out to me, myself, or Paul on Berkeley Marathon's Facebook page or my page, Cotswold Trail Runner, and let's see what we can get out of it. But thanks very much to Paul. And Paul, last question: if people are now interested for some reason in this masochistic race, how can they get involved? How can they enter, and where can they find out more?
Well, the get involved part is a really good question. I just want to elaborate on that. What you just said about contacting you. This isn't my race. It isn't Laz's race. It's your race. It's these guys' races. So the discussion is fantastic, and if there's things that need to change or things we could do to make it better, or you know, next year is going to be different. There's going to be all this thing. I'm going to take a lot of comments from you guys. So if you've got any sort of you know, ideas about how to make this better. You know, just get in the discussion groups with Francois and you know, pass them on. But you can contact me through the Facebook page, the web page, Instagram, message me. It's only me.
And like I said, we're discussing it as entrance to this race. And yes, I'm here right next to Paul. I see him occasionally at running club, but by no means has he given me anything insider that you don't know about. Or
he's tried.
I've tried. I've tried, but he's doing very well, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm in the same boat as everybody else, and so stay tuned, stick with the training that I'm trying to do. We've all got a different approach, so let me know what your approach is, and you'll be seeing more of this guy and the rest of the crew that we run locally with. And if you're entered, see you there. Look forward to it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.